The warning signal the sky above Earth was clear, calm, and peaceful. For a long time, humans had lived without any sign of danger from space. People looked up at the stars with hope and curiosity, but no fear. The scientists at the Global Space Defense Center were monitoring the space around Earth as usual, watching for any signs of trouble. Suddenly, the radar screen blinked. A large signal appeared far beyond the edge of the solar system. It was something huge. The computer started to beep loudly, warning the operators. The signal showed thousands of unknown ships moving fast toward Earth. At first, it was hard to believe. The numbers were too big to be real. Captain Marcus, the leader of the Defense Center, stared at the screen with a serious face. "This can't be a mistake," he said quietly. "The fleet coming this way. It looks like 9,900 enemy ships." The room became very silent. Everyone was shocked. No one expected such a large fleet to appear out of nowhere. The news was sent immediately to the world leaders. Governments around the planet held emergency meetings. They knew this was not just a small attack. This was a full invasion. Meanwhile, in the city, a young pilot named Alex watched the live news on his screen. Alex was part of the Earth Defense Force, a skilled pilot who had trained for years for this kind of moment. His heart beat fast. The peaceful life he knew was about to change forever. Back at the Defense Center, alarms echoed as the enemy ships came closer. Scientists and engineers worked quickly to prepare Earth's defenses. The military ships in orbit were ordered to move into battle positions. Satellites were reprogrammed to scan for enemy movements. Everyone was ready to fight. Alex climbed into his fighter ship, a fast and powerful machine built to defend Earth. His squadron was small compared to the enemy fleet, but they were well-trained and brave. As he took off from the base, he saw the sky filled with ships' dark shapes moving like a storm. On the command bridge, Captain Marcus gave the orders. "Stay calm, use all resources. We must protect Earth at all costs." His voice was steady, but full of tension. The enemy fleet started to fire. Bright beams of energy lit up the dark space between Earth and the invaders. Explosions shook the nearby ships. Alex's squadron moved fast, dodging attacks and trying to hit back. Even with Earth's advanced technology, the enemy ships were strong and many. The battle was fierce. Many Earth ships were damaged or destroyed in the first minutes. The sky became a battlefield. During the fight, Alex noticed something strange. The enemy ships were not attacking randomly. Their movements were too careful, too planned. It seemed like they wanted to test Earth's defenses, to learn something. Alex radioed the command bridge. "Sir, the enemy is holding back. It looks like they are waiting for something." Captain Marcus replied, "Keep your focus. We don't know their plan yet. Stay alert." The battle went on for hours. Earth's forces fought hard, but could not stop the huge invasion fleet. Slowly, the enemy ships moved closer to the planet. Panic spread among the people below, but the military stayed strong. At one point, a loud explosion rocked the command center. An enemy missile had hit a nearby defense satellite. The communication signals became weak. It was a dangerous moment. Alex felt the weight of the world on his shoulders. He knew this was only the beginning. The invasion was real, and the fight for Earth's future had just started. As night fell over the planet, the enemy fleet still hung in the sky like a dark cloud. Earth's defenders prepared for the next wave of attacks. The warning signal had come true. The invasion had begun. And only time would tell if humanity could survive. First blood. The battle in space grew more violent with every passing minute. The sky was filled with flashes from laser beams and explosions. Earth's defenders fought bravely, but the enemy's numbers seemed endless. Alex flew his fighter through the chaos. His hands moved quickly on the controls as he dodged enemy. Fire. Around him, his squadron shouted orders over the radio, their voices tense but steady. Keep formation. Alex shouted, "Don't let them break through." The enemy ships were fast and well armed. They attacked in waves, pushing Earth's fleet to the limit. Many ships exploded in bright fireballs, turning the peaceful stars into a deadly war zone. Despite the overwhelming numbers, Earth's fighters were not ready to give up. They used smart tactics, hitting enemy weak points and protecting each other. Alex's squadron was small, only 17 ships, but they fought like a storm. Suddenly, Alex's wingman Jake shouted, "Incoming missile. Take evasive action." Alex twisted his ship sharply, barely escaping a bright missile that exploded just behind him. The danger was everywhere. Every second could be the last dot as the battle raged on. Earth's forces used a new secret weapon, a powerful shield that could absorb enemy fire for a short time. This gave the defenders a chance to regroup and strike back. Alex noticed the shield working in the distance, protecting the last surviving Earth ships. It was a sign of hope. But the enemy did not stop. It kept pressing forward, determined to destroy Earth's defenses completely. Alex's ship shook as it was hit by a blast. Alarms screamed inside the cockpit. Damage report. He called. Shield. Holding but engines damaged. Came the reply. Alex gritted his teeth. He could not fall now. Suddenly, from the radio, a calm voice broke the chaos. "This is Commander Vega," the voice said. "We have orders to retreat. Only 17 ships. Remain intact. Fall back to Earth orbit." Alex felt a cold chill. Retreat meant losing ground. But it was better than total destruction. He turned his ship around and followed the others as they flew away from the battle dot. As they moved back, Alex looked behind him. The enemy fleet was still advancing, their numbers like a dark storm swallowing. The stars dot back on Earth. Leaders watched the retreat with heavy hearts. The battle was lost, but not the war. Alex landed on the carrier ship. His hands shook and sweat dripped from his forehead. A commander approached him. "You fought well." "Pilot, we need every brave soul for what's coming." Alex nodded. He knew the fight was far from over. The survivors of the first battle were few. Only 17 ships out of 9,900 had returned. But those 17 ships carried Earth's hope. And the story of their survival would soon change the course of the war. As Alex looked at the stars, he whispered, "This is just the beginning." The secret weapon back on Earth. The mood was tense. The news of the huge enemy fleet and the heavy losses shook everyone. Leaders held emergency meetings. Scientists worked day and night. The world knew one thing. They had to find a way to fight back. In a secret underground lab, far from the public eye. A team of engineers and scientists gathered around a strange machine. It looked like a giant suit of armor, glowing softly with blue light. This was Earth's secret weapon, hidden away for years. Dr. Elena, the lead scientist, explained to the military officers, "This is the Death Worlder armor. It is designed to protect the wearer from the deadliest attacks and give unmatched strength and speed. Pilots inside it become nearly unstoppable." Captain Marcus nodded. "We need to deploy it fast. The enemy is already planning their next attack." Alex was called to the base. When he arrived, he saw the new machines lined up. They looked powerful and terrifying at the same time. "You're one of the few we trust to pilot these, Captain," Marcus said. "You survived the first battle. Now it's time to use this weapon to defend Earth." Alex felt a mix of fear and hope. He put on the Death Worlder armor. It felt heavy, but gave him a strange power. His movements became sharper, faster, stronger. The enemy fleet was moving again, even bigger and more aggressive than before. The Earth defense force prepared for the counterattack. This time, they would not just defend. They would fight back. Alex flew out in his new armor, feeling its power flow through him. The sky was filled with enemy ships again. But now Earth had a secret weapon they did not expect. The enemy fired first, but their beams bounced off the powerful shields of the Death Worlders. The human fighters moved with incredible speed, dodging attacks and destroying enemy ships with ease. Alex led his squadron deep into enemy lines. It destroyed command ships and cut enemy supply lines. The tide of battle began to turn. On the enemy flagship, confusion spread. Their planned invasion was facing unexpected resistance. Alex's voice came over the radio, calm but fierce. "We are the Death Worlders. Earth fights back." The enemy realized this fight would not be easy. Humanity was no longer weak prey. They were warriors. The battle raged, but the Death Worlders kept pushing forward, bringing hope to Earth and fear to their enemies. Alex knew this was only the start. The war was far from over, but now Earth had a chance. The counterattack the sky was no longer a place of fear, but a battlefield of hope. Earth's new weapon, the Death Worlders, were changing the course of war. Alex and his squadron flew fast and fierce, like hunters striking at the heart of the enemy fleet. Once confident in their numbers, now faced a powerful force they had not seen before. The Death Worlders moved with speed and strength beyond belief. Their shields deflected attacks easily, and their weapons tore through enemy ships like lightning. Alex led his squad with sharp focus. Every move was calculated, every strike deadly. The squadron destroyed wave after wave of enemy fighters. Behind them, Earth's military command watched the battle unfold on giant screens. The mood had shifted. Hope filled the room where there had been fear. But the enemy was not ready to give up. They sent their strongest ships forward, hoping to crush the Death Worlders once and for all. Alex's radio crackled with warnings. Incoming heavy cruisers. Brace for impact. The enemy fired massive energy beams, lighting up space like thunder. But the Death Worlders held strong. Alex's suit absorbed the blasts, and with a fierce roar, he launched a counterstrike. His squadron surrounded the enemy cruisers, targeting weak points no one had seen before. Explosions ripped through the enemy ships. One by one, they fell. Suddenly, a new threat appeared, an enormous warship, unlike any Alex had seen. It moved slowly, but with deadly power. It fired a beam that cut through several of Alex's squad members. The radio went silent. Panic flickered in the voices of the pilots. Alex's heart raced. Stay together. Focus fire on that warship. The squadron gathered their strength and attacked. The battle was fierce and desperate. The warship's shields shimmered but began to crack under the relentless assault. With a final blast, Alex's fighter hit the enemy ship's core. The warship exploded in a brilliant fireball, sending shockwaves through space. Cheers erupted over the radio. Earth's forces had won their greatest victory yet, but Alex knew the fight was far from over. This warship was only a piece of the enemy's plan. Back on Earth, Captain Marcus said, "This victory shows what humanity can do. We fight not just to survive, but to win." Alex looked up at the stars, feeling both hope and fear. The enemy was strong, but so was Earth. The counterattack had begun, and the galaxy was watching. Betrayal in the ranks' victory celebrations were short-lived. Earth's leaders soon faced a new danger, not from outside, but from within. Captain Marcus stood in the command room, staring at reports that didn't add up. Important messages had been lost. Secret plans leaked. Someone was working against Earth's defense. Alex was called to the base again. He was confused. "What's happening, sir?" Marcus looked serious. "We have a traitor. Someone inside is helping the enemy. The news spread quickly. Fear and suspicion filled the halls. No one knew who to trust. Alex felt uneasy. His squadron had always been close, but now doubt crept. The military began a secret hunt for the traitor. Every officer was questioned. Every communication checked. One night, while reviewing encrypted messages, Alex discovered a hidden code. It showed enemy positions and plans sent from inside Earth's own system. He shared this with Marcus. "This is the proof. Someone close to us is leaking information." Marcus nodded grimly. "We must act fast before the next attack." Meanwhile, the enemy prepared their biggest assault yet, armed with the knowledge stolen from Earth. The betrayal had made Earth vulnerable. Alex and his team were tasked to guard the command center and hunt for the traitor. Days passed with tense silence and watchful eyes. Then, during a sudden attack, the enemy targeted a critical defense base. Alex's squadron rushed to defend it, but their forces were weaker than expected. Inside, the traitor made their move trying to escape. Alex spotted a suspicious figure sneaking away from the control room. He chased and caught the traitor, a high-ranking officer who confessed everything. The traitor revealed the enemy's next strike, a full-scale invasion targeting Earth's cities. The betrayal had almost cost humanity everything. Alex brought the traitor to the leaders. "We stopped them, but the war is far from over." Marcus looked at Alex with respect. "Your courage saved us. Now we prepare for the last stand." The betrayal shook Earth, but also made its defenders stronger. The fight for survival was no longer just against an alien enemy. It was also against those who would destroy from within. Last stand. The final battle was near. Earth's skies were filled with warships. Only 17 remained from the first great fight. These ships carried the bravest pilots, including Alex and his squadron. The enemy fleet was massive, thousands of ships strong, ready to crush Earth. Once and for all. Captain Marcus stood on the command bridge. "This is our last chance. We fight with everything we have." Alex felt the weight of the moment. His hands gripped the controls tightly. The Death Worlder armor gave him power, but this battle would test more than strength. It would test heart. The enemy opened fire. Bright beams cut through space, and explosions rocked the fighters. Alex's squadron moved fast, dodging and weaving through the chaos. They fought like shadows, striking hard and disappearing before the enemy could react. One by one, enemy ships fell. The last 17 pilots showed the galaxy what humans were made of. But the enemy had a secret weapon, huge war machine larger than any ship Alex had seen. It fired a blast so strong it shook the stars. Alex's ship was hit. Alarms screamed. His shields were breaking. "Hold on," he shouted to his squad. The squadron formed a tight circle, protecting each other. Alex knew this moment could be the end. With courage burning inside, Alex flew straight at the enemy war machine. His weapons fired non-stop. The war machine's shields cracked and sparked. Finally, with one final blast, Alex's fighter struck the core. The war machine exploded in a brilliant fireball, lighting the dark sky. The enemy fleet began to retreat. Their ships fled like shadows. In the night, Earth's defenders cheered. Against impossible odds, humanity had won, but the cost was high. Many friends were lost. The survivors carried their memory in their hearts. Alex looked up at the stars, knowing this victory was only the start. The last stand had been made, and Earth had survived. The aftermath. The battle was over. Silence returned to the skies above Earth, but the world below was forever changed. Only 17 ships had come back from the Great War. Their pilots were heroes, but their faces showed the cost of victory. Families mourned lost loved ones. Cities lit candles for the brave who never returned. Alex stood on the deck of the flagship, looking out at the stars. The sky was clear again, but his heart was heavy. Captain Marcus joined him. We won the battle, but the war is not over. Alex nodded. They will come back. They always do. The leaders of Earth gathered to rebuild. New defenses were made stronger, and the Deathworlders trained harder. Humanity had shown the galaxy its power and its will to survive. But there was a new fear, too. What if the enemy returned with more ships? What if this was only the beginning of a larger war? Alex thought of the pilots lost in the fight. He promised to honor them by never giving up. One night, as Alex rested, a secret message arrived, a faint signal from deep space. It was different from before, quieter, but filled with warning. The galaxy was watching. The story of Earth's fight had spread far and wide. Some hoped for peace. Others feared the storm to come. Alex smiled softly. We are ready. The stars twinkled like eyes watching over the planet. Earth had survived the worst invasion in history, but the true test was yet to come. Asterisk